So, chapter 3.
We have to journey north, all the way north.
Lord of the Rings now.
There, the Hellion shall be made whole again. My brethren, the army of Truth-Seekers, will join forces with us.
That looks awesome,
we shall
though.
march to stop Fury's ascent. One final push that will determine the fate of mankind.
All right, what up?
What are they doing?
I like what they did with like these camera effects, you know, like how the camera is just panning.
I'm not sure.
We've reached the Vault of Truth. Let's go. Agreed. We could all use some rest.
We won't find rest down there. What are they waiting for, out in the open? And if that does not give you pause, then the yellow smoke should.
What is it? Some kind of signal?
It means that their halls have been breached. We will take a different path. We built a network of caves among the Vault's foundations when hostilities with the Republic were at their peak. Fallback shrines in case something went
That guy's
wrong.
cool.
We should find one of these
Aurora
nearby.
Knight. There is this spell that we didn't use, guys. Solar Light, I want to say. If I could find it. It's closed again. Let's see. SOLARFALL. We're using with like increased damage and increased tick rate, converts the Sacred to fire, creates a Nova when dealing crit damage. That actually doesn't sound too bad. The area of effect increases over time, it just gets bigger and bigger. Damage dealt with the area of effect increases over time. These are all damage nodes. That is very interesting. This spell is very offensive. It's just like maintaining the spell is very difficult to. Because if you look at my willpower, it's not like you cast and then it costs you something. It keeps on costing you that. That is very hard to maintain with a character like this.
A lit brazier. This shrine is occupied.
Who goes there? Identify yourself.
Stand aside, boy. Where is your commander?
I think we did the right thing. Near the campfire.
A new hub.
Ganes, is that you?
Gendris, you made it, brother. Are you the ranking officer?
I was. But
Where
you
are they going? Look at my minimap. Where are they going, you guys?
Several weeks ago, a demonic spawn of a new kind revealed itself to us. It introduced itself as Sinadriel, herald of the.
Inez is talking to this guy while on the journey to somewhere else. I'm really wondering where they're going. Like, okay, we're out of here. She's
They
safe now.
seemingly lost the will to fight, becoming thrall to its will. Soon, most of us fell to its magic.
The pacification. It has begun.
What is that?
Fury's ascent. As Ahriman's summoning approaches, the cult of the Blind Prince gets stronger and bolder. Sinadriel leads the first of waves of legions to come.
Lady's mercy. We have to warn what's left of our armies and...
And what? Fuel Ahriman's ranks further? There is not time for that. We act now.
What's in your mind?
Was the inner sanctum breached?
No. I sealed it myself before leading those I could convince down there.
Good. We'll assemble the Hellion and use its power to stop Ahriman's conjuring.
You can't mean it.
Oh, trust me. I do.
What does that mean?
You haven't told them, have you? No wonder they agreed to this.
What will happen if we use the Hellion? Ganes?
Anathea, the Lady of Dawn herself, created the Hellion by imbuing part of herself into it. She gave it to our ancestors so that we would have a weapon to summon her powers, to defend mankind, if everything else had failed. This weapon only ever served once, several centuries ago. While it fulfilled its function and brought victory,
He's like teasing us so bad right now. Okay, what happened? Tell us.
Its use broke something. We still do not know why it happened to this day, but conjuring Anathea's powers for just a few seconds opened an abyssal rift far to the north, easing the passing of demonic entities from the abyss into this world. In saving themselves, they put at risk all future generations. Realizing that the price to pay was too big, our ancestors broke the Hellion in half and hid its pieces in 2 vaults, forbidding its reconstruction.
It's too risky, Ganes. Only a madman would wield such power.
I don't care much for that mumbo-jumbo. The way I see it, the pacification has already started. Republicans have fallen to it in Crimson Keep, and now your precious vault is already turned. And Araman isn't even here. We hardly have the luxury to play it safe.
Ganes, you should have told us. But she's right. One man has a plan, the other has doubts. I go with the plan.
This is blasphemous.
We will do what must be done, brother. We will stop Araman, with or without your help.
I don't know. We can't take that decision. The stakes are too high.
We cannot wait for them to make up their mind. I will prepare a prayer to shield my men and Valeria against the pacification, for the battle to come. Meanwhile, you move into the vault and get the Hellion's second piece.
Wait, won't I be pacified?
You're an Ascended. Act like one.
What the fuck?
You will resist it, and you will prevail. Now, go. Attune yourself to the Searing Song's altar at the end of each of the vault's wings, and unseal the inner sanctum. There you shall find what we seek.
That was one hell of a conversation. No, it just never ended. But the story of this game is very interesting. I just don't understand why Val and my character is so okay with like opening another rift or something.
On my own again.
And like nobody
Alright,
else
let's find out.
has any idea, so let's just go with this. I'm gonna increase like the dialogue volume to the side. It's been some time I didn't play this case, huh?
I must attune to the Lady of Dawn before that gate opens.
There's an endgame system that requires you to use 1000 Prime Ordeal, and if you finish the trial, you get 5 rewards. Those rewards can have more interesting affixes and suffixes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like the Untainted thingy. Played that on beta quite a bit. Oh, the sacrifice shrine. We're going for staffs, right? There's no staff here, so just pick something random. There's a bug. My tier of Ethereal just like crashed some weird place up top. What is this?
No.
I got CC to hell, you guys. Couldn't move. I actually died with 10 hits. That's insane how much damage that I took there. I mean, get downed, I suppose. You know, like, we still didn't die at all, like, other than these down phases. If I can complete the Act 3, some parts of it is sort of, like, new to me. We're gonna end up getting, like, the hardcore achievements as well. That'd be nice. I'm really curious if they're going to like make the hardcore you know, they'll let you like get these down phases as well or not. Or will you just like die immediately if you reach 0 health? Not sure. I have no idea about the magic find bug. Maybe it is there still? I don't know. I'm still trying to find out if the gear scales above level 60. I'm running level 100 zones and still only level 60 items. Yeah, perhaps like level 60 item level is the highest then? I don't know.
Feel her energy. Hope is on our side.
Thanks for joining me, by the way, guys. Hi, hi. Our damage is pretty high overall, I think. We're having sustain issues, yeah? Gotta use the Thunder Strike a little bit more often, I think.
Something is watching me.
Hey!
I can feel it. I should
Have
move
gems like this. Let's take something that has maximum HP. Topaz, Copperstone. I'll take the Copperstone. Sucks the entire energy. They should not. You could just quit the game when you have no revives left. Yeah, exactly. But then again, it's like a design on, like a balanced decision in my opinion. Purple dice. $34. of the scuffed innocences here. Those orbs are really looking like the Orbs Innocence cast. Oh, there we go.
She lights the darkness and brings clarity. Our path is the only one that gives us a chance of survival.
How much damage are you dealing, really? Just insane. Hey.
I can't do that right now.
Manned up at the end. The fire aura is sitting out of its mind. What's my elemental resistances, guys? It's actually not too bad. 30%.
Attuned to truth and hope. The Dawngate should open for me now. Something doesn't feel right. They locked themselves up in the inner sanctum to protect it, but got pacified nonetheless. I should be glad that no entities... The second piece. I know you're around. Show yourself, Sinadrahel.
Sinadrahel.
Give up your anger. Give up your fears. Let me soothe your pain. I can bring you peace.
You took your time to show up.
I needed you to open the inner sanctum, and you did not disappoint.
If you came here for the Hellion, I'm afraid your disappointment has just begun.
Oh, is that so?
I attune to her lights. As long as I stand, the inner sanctum will answer me.
You need not to fall, only to turn. Give me your wrath, all of it. Only peace shall remain. You will be an even better slave than the one you call Father.
No! No.
Obey, slave!
I thought Araman would have sent his best. Yet here you are, a mere underling. You can't defeat me.
Do not worry. The demons of fury will ineluctably pour from the abyss once the blind prince is here. Until then, our allies shall make short work of you. Alzara, Lafayette, join me. No, Alzara. We take that one together. This demon slayer is not to be trifled with. Now we feast.
I like how she's like taking a few steps back.
I really thought my ego mattered in the least. Taking you alone would have been if you had accepted my gift. You wouldn't have had to kill your own kind. Their doom is your doing. You only bring death and misery in your wake. You're a raving disease that we shall cure this day.
That's a good one. It's a very good one.
If you had accepted my gift, you wouldn't have had to kill your own. Mortals killing mortals for war, greed, envy. You end it all.
This fight turned out to be pretty easy, actually.
Slaughter each other.
He doesn't really activate until the other two is dead, right?
Not right now.
I mean, if I can tank that, probably not. The best if he just piss out.
I need more power.
Yeah, I have no power at all, that's funny.
I can't do that.
At the end, I had absolutely no willpower remaining. It's just too long fight without killing any
Go back to
pests.
your master. Tell him he's next. Now, I can finally take what I came here for.
Do I just go
Okay,
back to town?
Back to Ganes. The Hellion will be whole again. Ganes, I did my part. Here's the second piece. It's on you to make something out of it.
The power of the searing song at one's command. Let the Hellion fulfill its function once again. Anathea, may your light break Fury's ascent. So much power is contained within. A glimpse of her energy.
Good. We have the weapon. We were supposed to have an army of truth seekers at our back to clear the way to the monolith. How are we going to get through the thick walls of Crimson Keep with so few left?
How come it's him
While
that
you
gets to
gather
use the
second
weapon?
piece,
I
we've
want
been
to
busy
use
trying
it.
to find a way in.
We will turn chaos to our advantage. As we speak, the 3rd Purifier's Legion is laying siege to Crimson Keep to try to regain control of it from the pacified troops inside. Republicans of the Senate against Republicans of Araman. In time, the Senate will lose the whole Legion. And worse than that, they will all end up pacified.
And yet, the mayhem they cause is a blessing, keeping our common enemy busy while we make our way in.
Wait a minute. You plan to have us cross Republican siege lines before even reaching Crimson Keep?
Correct. It is the only way to seize the momentum that the Purifiers are unknowingly building. The Daybreakers will move with me to strike the Republican lines first. They will send troops to stop us, but we will storm through to get to the Crimson Keep's main gate. Meanwhile, you should meet less resistance as you go your own way through the trenches. Reach the Keep's walls, find a way to their top, cut your way through pacified thralls, and open the main gates. We will meet you in front of the monolith.
Using the battlefield's chaos to our advantage is a double-edged sword, Ganes. Still, you are right. This is bold enough to work.
Valeria will join you. It cannot hurt to have Fury on your side, too. Oh, and, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything. I'm a god
Daybreakers,
now, you know?
We march to war! What?
Material resistance. 44 all resistance. Ah, I was looking at the wrong item. Toughness and toughness. Yeah, this thing is much better than what I'm using. Oh boy. Is there somebody that I can sell some stuff to here? I think we're gonna need to drop something, guys, for those jewels. New ones. So this is an upgrade, though. Can drop the force shield stuff. 136 resistance and damage. Pretty. So leveled up. 35 now. I resell and then we check out the skills. I'm not really enjoying this SOLARFALL.
Welcome to my humble stand.
I should think like we should be able to get something better than this. Defensive 3 is nice, 200 HP there. Still don't have much HP, but yeah.
Good eye.
On my shoulders, guys. Cost reduction 15, cost reduction 8 with elemental damage. The elemental damage one is really good. 143. We should be able to find a better staff as well. Apparently my staff isn't so great.
You have a good eye.
Wow, this thing is not so bad. 14 to 21, 8th damage increase. An idle. It doesn't even stop there.
You have
It's crazy,
a
actually.
Good eye.
I don't want to use something like that right now, but it's really good. 5 to 10 with elemental damage. No crit damage though. What about this guy? I think I'm gonna use this. So 390 becomes 415. The
quality on this
flat
one
damage
is
increase is
unmatched.
very big, you guys. I'm there considering keeping the flayed ones and deleting everything else. I don't know if it would be an overkill or not. Yo, what's up, Hans? How's it going, man? Good morning to you.
Remember to polish your rings to keep them sparkling?
Greetings, my friend. How may I help you?
I was going full ferocity on this guy, not really splitting it at all. Just don't really remember like what I wanted to do with my passives either. It's been some time, guys, because of the servers being offline. The headhunter doesn't work for me. I do know that like I want to take like the anchor, but is it like from this side or do we take it from like that side? Probably this side is better, but sure. There like any stats that I could take right now? The wisdom and the toughness, agility. That's some heavy stuff. Like this toughness stat over here isn't too bad. I wanted like Omni Tempest, didn't I? We could go for like the Omni Tempest. I want to connect from here. Tail damage, critical hit chance, or health regeneration and health regeneration rate. The health regeneration rate isn't too bad because that one scales with lifesteal. So crit chance, or I think I'm gonna have enough crit chance with all the ferocity that I'm giving. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this guy. We go into maybe the Omni Tempest or the Fervor. How was D-Stab? D-Stab was interesting as well, but it kind of damages me. So elemental damage, maximum health minus, what the? Willpower cost reduction nodes over here is crazy though, these two. Like we could definitely travel from willpower cost reduction there. And take the minus HP from here, I suppose. I don't know. We'll think about that like when the time is right. What sort of conversion can I have here? This one is lightning. Maybe this conversion is going to be necessary when I go till then. Like we go full elemental damage. It's like this one stays lightning. What about the Lightbringer? Yeah, Lightbringer doesn't become elemental. It stays sacred. It's kind of bad. So great. Grants willpower for each enemy hits. Area of effects leaves a trail. Damages enemies. Critical hit damage 30%. That's pretty sick. Thunder Strike increases critical damage. That one is pretty sick as well. What am I using here? Fork between other enemies. Lightning bounces additional time. And I don't think this is good though. We go for like increased damage. Critical hit chance. The skill Vortex pulls in enemies multiple times. Enemies are damaged when they're pulled in. So this is like synergizing both of them. We could increase the damage. We could increase the area of effect of the damaging Vortex. That's kind of nice as well. But since like we're pulling them all the time, we don't really need to increase that. Just increase the damage, I think. Alright, we play like this. Bags are a little bit of a mess, but whatever. The AoE duration is really good. Which one are we talking about? Which spell were you talking about, Anastas? On
So
Anomaly?
you're not a Republican anymore, but you still dress like one.
A dead one.
And you plan to confront their Grand Inquisitor.
There.
Nothing good, that's
Hemlock
for sure.
works for the Covenant of the
He's headed
Blind
to
and
war, Crimson
Araman.
Keep,
Probably
the
always
Republican
has.
fortress.
He's
Movement
as much a
speed, what?
Republican as I am now.
If stories about
Increases
him
the
are true,
vortex duration.
I hope you don't cross
Is this
paths
it?
with him.
Plus
For your
2?
sake, it
I know
purifies
what to
it,
expect
cleanses.
now.
The Covenant of the Blind threatens all of mankind.
Is this the one that you're
At this
talking
point,
about?
even a
Temporal
truce would
dilation?
serve all of us.
Don't count on it. Republicans
Not really sure.
So this is it. We march to war against the Purifiers, against the Covenant of the Blind, against
Get that and the
Fury.
thing that lets you cast it
Looks
twice. Then
You
get
know
to
the plan?
AoE, it's
I know
broken.
their plan, all right. What about
The one that I
ours?
can cast it
What do you
twice is
mean,
not
ours?
there yet
We open
for
the
me.
gate.
I'm talking about Hemlock. You know he will be out
Yeah,
there.
skill allows
Opening
casting
the
2
gate is one
vortexes.
thing, but we have to rat him out and finish this. One way or another.
I know, sister.
The duration should be
We
insane
won't
though, you're
ever
right.
this time.
I might
No
take the
matter
duration
what,
instead of just increase
no
the
matter the odds.
damage.
Sister, I'm proud to do this at your side.
Me too, Val.
We're together with
Through
Val
this
again, I
together.
think, guys.
I saw this beam's origin below Cordonon.
Following it will lead us straight to Crimson Keep. At least there's no way to get lost.
Kill the elite soul tormentors. What's happened to the music of the game, by the way? It's bad. How about to open like Age of Empires music? Sniffy is this, and my character quest progression got reset was like Act 3, right? And starts yesterday, now I'm in intro again. Sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. And I don't think you're the only one either, like, I think that's an issue.
I can't do that.
I mean, like, 5 times the damage of the SOLARFALL for it to be worth it. Not even kidding. Feels like I've taken all the damage increase nodes too. Wait, these are flayed ones, right? Yeah. Nice. So we are getting better jewels right now.
No.
The movement speed is really good, but the rest is kind of meh. I'm gonna play without the movement speed. It's alright. Guys, is the music of the game like bugging out, or you think like there's no music at all here? There has to be some sort of a soundtrack
If
here, no?
Hemlock's possessed, you think we can still save him?
He is not possessed.
A small difference.
I disagree.
This spell is
He
insane.
willfully put himself in the service of Aaron. I don't see why he would do that, but he did. There is no saving him from himself, is there?
Frankly, I don't know. We have awakened his will to resist. He's fighting back against Araman's control, even if that does bring him immeasurable pain. Maybe we should assist him to break free,
weird.
rather than put him down.
He turned Edric against you. He abandoned me when he could have stopped Malus. Even if we could bring him back, I'm not sure I could forgive what he did to us.
You judge the Grand Inquisitor. I see a prisoner of his own mind striving for moments of freedom. Would you have done any better? Would I?
I wouldn't have made a pact with Araman in the first place. But I get your point.
This is like my 4th shrine for essences. What is that? Oh, there's a goblin. No, it's escaping.
Can't manage that right now. I can't do that right now.
There's an optional here. Let's take it. Alright, this is it. This is it, guys. Hold up. This right here is it. That's a little bit loud. Tiny. Okay, okay. I am so dead here. I was wondering if I should be like selling the old jewels or the gems. It's like, now let's just find some new ones that I'll sell them. Didn't really take me too long to find them. Yeah, I guess he's playing offline, Pancake.
It's not possible.
Shiny orbs.
How do you break a pact, anyway?
I've no clue. But if anyone can succeed, it would be him.
Whom?
We have to be hopeful.
Inez or? I like how we take like movement speed right at the end of the map. And up until this point I've been taking like what's it called again? The apocalyptic essences. This game might have the same thing with like Grim Dawn, where some areas they just don't have any music at all.
Daybreakers! Remember what we fight for. One with the light! One with the light!
The diversion has started. We should hurry. They're counting on us to open the main gate.
Look at this. I need like cooldown reduction on that thing, honestly. My mobility is pretty low, like compared to shield charge and stuff.
Overwhelmed.
What? There's nothing even to fight with. Where is she?
Nothing will stand
Come here.
in my way.
What the hell? So elemental damage and resistance. Not the biggest upgrade. The next two are going to be most likely like reductions. And then afterwards we're gonna have some sort of like an explosion under 30% of willpower. And the explosion is gonna actually like generate a bit of willpower as well. That's like an implicit cooldown. We could use this like a, instead of like a screen clear, we could use it as like a single target ability where like my opponent breaks and I just like use this basically. That's good. Other than the break, like I cannot find a reasonable time to like use the SOLARFALL. The amount of commitment that you gotta do, it just doesn't make sense with the character that I'm playing. I'm just dying. So when I need to like use something like SOLARFALL, if I use it, like I'll just die. It's weird.
We've reached their backline.
But on a break, like we could capitalize on it. Obviously, if I have willpower.
Artillery this far north. Seems that the Senate will spare no expense to get its keep back.
It's insane. Yo, what's up, Rillin? Hi. How's it going? I'm doing fine, thank you. Good, good. Glad to be playing the online character once again. Really enjoying Wolcen so far.
Not possible.
Not possible. How come my willpower regeneration is so bad? Like if I leave it, it would take me like a minute to complete my willpower, I think. I'll fill it up.
I can't do that.
Does the game have music? Well, it does. For some reason today it didn't like play at all for me. So here we are listening to Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Come on then.
So two options like right next to each other. That's weird. I could move. Nice. They're on strike, yeah. What? What the hell was that? So we could have... I like how it's not comparing it to anything, you know, as if like I don't have shoulder slots. So the items are being thrown usually your way, even if you like move away.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Mojave.
Perhaps? Your patronage is appreciated.
6 to 12 ring with 22. What else do you have? This is an upgrade for this side. It's damage as well, so it's pretty good. We just need to like open a socket in it. My belt is like quite nice flats.
Thank you very much.
Does this happen to you too? Like I'm mouse overing something and then like it doesn't really show like the main items affixes. It's showing like the comparison instead. In my inventory, look at this.
You have a good eye.
$200 resistances on the chest piece. I think this is good enough for me to like consider using this. There's a defensive too. Yeah, we sell the old one. That sound like the
is appreciated.
old sockets as well. I found quite a bit new ones, so it's fine. This one didn't even have a jewel in it. Like, okay, so we gotta like change the chest piece. We're looking for like defensive 3. At very least one of them, please. Okay. Support 3, is that good? Time reduction between willpower and rage. I'm just gonna use it, I think, guys. So we use it there. We use this guy here.
Gems are addictive. You'll be back soon enough.
So with the SOLARFALL increases critical hit damage. That's kind of nice. Effect leaves a trail now. Area of effect increases over time, increases damage, tick rate. Damage dealt by the area of effect increases over time. Yeah, so like everything is about damage here, and then we single targets with it. That's not the worst idea. Grants a resistance for each enemy hit upon landing. This doesn't sound too bad. Critical hit chance. This is to all resistances while charging. Doesn't sound too bad either. Weakness and shock on it. Explodes at the start. Charging speed. We keep the charging speed. Leaves an area that damages enemies upon landing. That we keep as well. So for now, I think we just take resistance upon landing. Say, do I want resistance upon landing or resistance while charging? On landing, Pancakes is saying Plague Burst is insane. Cannot wait to head into the Plague Bringer ring. Anomaly, Plague Burst, and the tier combo. What's a Plague Burst? I don't have that spell, I think, yet. My craziest ability right now is definitely Anomaly. It's absolutely insane. We could kill this guy if I could target there. There we go.
Not happening.
It survives the SOLARFALL. Honestly, like, instead of SOLARFALling, I might as well just, like, Thunderstrike. It feels to me that, like, it's hitting about the same damage. And Thunderstrike is much safer to use. I'm not a fan of SOLARFALL so far, guys.
Can't manage that.
Can I jump from here, I think? Nice.
Victory. On to the next one.
I'll check out the Plague Burst. From the NPC in town, I mean. See like if we can find it. Because I definitely could replace like my third button, even on single targets. I don't like it now. I think the Thunder Strike is even like dealing more damage than Solarfall at this point.
The last stretch before the walls are ahead of us.
If that's a siege, then expect fortifications. Let's just hope the Daybreaker's diversion worked.
Only one way to know for sure.
I'm finding items left and right now. Speaking of like ailments, I think I need fire damage on time. Was it anomaly that was turning into fire now? There's something that's capable of going fire. Was it actually the Solarfall? Are you serious? It's Solar. I could use a fire damage on one of my spells.
Purifiers. Change of plans.
Guys, do you know like the biggest gems in this game? How much HP are they giving?
We're moving out to
like right now, the gems that I have, they are like 200, I think.
The Senate is watching. Purity in sacrifice.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it!
You'll all die! Purity in sacrifice!
Oh my god, that voice acting was like 10 out of 10. I love it. Fucking love it. Tier 11 gives about 800 to Cersei. Thank you. Pretty good.
No.
God damn it, cooldowns. Just remove my cooldowns from the game. Let me cast my spells all freely. Remove my willpower as well. No requirements.
What the hell is going on back there?
My jump and my level up lined up. Okay, nice. Might be higher, I don't remember. I can check it now. Which is maybe like 1000 then. Tier 8 gives about 500 Sisyphon. That's the higher I got now, highest. I can just use like tier 12 gem at the end of the campaign.
No.
Not sure. Nope.
Can't feel my legs! Medic! Where's the bloody medic? Stay with me.
Yes, there's a Wolcen DB now. Exactly.
Where are our reinforcements? What are the orders?
There are no orders. We're cut off from command. We're on our own.
You can do some like offline planning now.
Surrender your wrath.
Sister, help!
Can't manage that right now.
The hell was it doing? Alright, so there's an optional somewhere here. I think it's on the next one though.
We can't make a breakthrough against such magic. We have to warn the backline. We have to pull back.
Staff? So even more ferocity over there, and then we're gonna take like willpower cost reductions here, which is gonna like quite add up in my opinion. Like it should come up to a state where I'll be okay with my willpower. I think so. Especially if I commit. I'm only capable of like stacking up lightning and sacred so far. Like that's a problem. I need like fire. Yeah, I need at the very least fire as well. So there should be like bleed. Should be poison. That is stackable as well, obviously. But I don't think I have those spells. Granted, like you could go annihilation, okay, level it up, and then convert that to toxicity. I think over there somewhere. Yeah, toxic 29. Yo, what's up, Shaytex? This is online, yeah. This is my online character. Finally being able to play it, so progressing it now. Oh, we got an NPC over there. It's nice. Ouch. See what
Getting
you're on
more
about.
attention.
Hold up.
Done. Now, let's move to the trading part.
Elation with the level up, not surprising. Hammer. Willpower regen. No spell stuff, unfortunately, guys. There's the Thirst. 52% spell damage for 30,000. I mean, we're gonna buy it, and then we're gonna also check it out, obviously. But I believe this is not going to be an upgrade for me.
Boon of power so that you fulfill
So,
his vision.
average damage is like 470, and my right click is like 470 as well. Yeah, 450, 456. That's kind of unfortunate, man. I don't like it so much. Yo, what's up, MP? Thank you very much for the host. I appreciate it. Do I have to create a new character because I cannot log in? I mean, I cannot play with my character I already have. How come? Rogue weapon is there. Hey, Malagant, are you leveling a champion mode or storyline mode? I'm in the story right now. It's my first time here, actually. I didn't play so much since the release because of the issues, and I also raided in Warcraft. I have like 2 level 40 characters, I think, basically like close to level 40. They're both on Act 3, about the same progress. One offline, one online. I was playing the offline one on the stream the other last 2 days, basically, since the online wasn't working. Right, at least this one looks a lot cooler. It's kind of a bummer that like this Thirst isn't an upgrade for me. Guys, the flat values to spells and attacks, they're incredible, you guys. Like stuff like this, basically. We have like 10 to 19, right, flat values added to my spells. It is more valuable than 50% spell damage, for instance. It's insane how much you gain from flat values.
Incoming!
Gotta prepare for the work. Have fun with my lurkers. So cheers, man. Bye-bye. Maybe search for it like online how to fix this. Gonna be a simple thing, not so much flat damage on the street. No. No. Not much flat damage on the street. If that's all, any. This guy's not taking that much damage to get him. It feels so good to land on them like this. It's crazy. Something is fire, by the way. Like, which spell of mine is fire? I'm capable of gaining fire stacks as well. Is it my jump? I guess it's my jump, right? Lightspringer? This guy's been surviving forever now. Let it go, buddy. Come on.
That's not happening.
Okay.
We're almost at the wall.
I don't have enough room once again. It's bad. I have a pink die though. It's nice. So the hammer throw.
Coursing through me.
Manu, what's up, man? My damage is so much worse than yours. Are you serious? I don't even think I have good damage right now on this character, Manu. Hi, bro. Manu, you gotta work on that damage then. I think people are capable of critting like 10,000s and stuff. It's sure.
Not possible.
Around our level, that is, of course. Just completed Act 2. Nice. What do you think about the last boss of Act 2? It was hands down one of my like favorite fights so far in this game. Maybe even in ARPGs. Really dig that. And the thing is, like, the build-up was really good as well. Like how
I need more power.
I don't know, like, what to call her, you know, some sort of like a mermaid. Like the conversations with her that was coming out of like the ground. She was like sort of goofy, funny. I don't know. Like a weird AI. Act 2 was beautiful, yeah? Yeah. It was really good.
Not possible.
Trying to attack Valeria right now. Zekrin is saying, my bleeding edge is critting for 180,000 at level 63. Wow.
Do you feel that?
Yes. Something's coming our way.
Wordbearer is there as well. I enjoyed the Act 2 boss a lot. Yeah, me too. Dude, the way that he was coming out from that underground place was insane also. Like after, you know, killing her. Was very, very good.
Kill them.
No.
Did you
Yo, how's it going, Kitsali?
I will
Welcome.
serve you no longer.
Yo, what's up, Brad? Bradley, even?
obey
Hello.
his command?
Turn around, children. Save yourselves.
Okay.
More are coming.
We've got to help him.
won't surrender.
He's resisting Ahriman's call.
We must buy him time.
Uh-oh.
You can't break me.
The more he struggles, the more they send for him.
It means he's winning. They're panicking.
Who is panicking, man? I don't see anything. My tenants are down. I don't seem to be resetting them right now.
Sister,
Some sort of like an
there's too many of
aura.
them.
Father, you have to break free now.
Your fury is no more.
Oh my god.
Father?
Dude, he one-shot everything with his break.
I am free.
Can you fight?
I can handle them.
This stack damage, what is the name of this thing? Let me see. The Immortal Offering is incredible for fights like this. Fights like, you know, you continue to keep on killing kind of thing. Definitely.
If we can't break your mind,
He's still trying to go that way.
you will do.
Consider this fight and consider like the Act 1 boss, right? Imagine Act 1's like last boss, Edric, was a lot more difficult than what we're fighting right now, right?
That was the last of them. For now.
Especially the third
This is our
phase.
chance to push forward.
A moment. Father,
Kind of want to check out that
which
as well.
side are you on?
In the middle of this nightmare, you have awakened.
Yo, what up, Brazil? Hi. Thank you for
Your own
joining me,
struggle
guys.
inspired me to fight back.
This is not over. We have to stop Fury's ascent. Ahriman approaches.
I know.
Focusing our level in hard mode, had to farm a bit to get higher level
We
to be able
didn't come
to
alone.
beat the
As we
bosses.
speak, a group of Daybreakers escort the Hellion toward the main gate. With it, we'll stop the ritual.
The Hellion? It is reassembled. Then there is not a second to waste.
Happy
Those
loot hunting,
Daybreakers will
cheers.
get slaughtered if the
Hey,
gate
Shaft.
isn't opened when they reach it.
Sure, let's all hold hands together. You made a pact with Ahriman. How could you let that
Val is
happen?
pissed,
My
man.
power
She's
was
not letting it
unraveled.
go.
I was a young Justicar. My beliefs
Isn't Hemlock
crumbled on
like our
themselves as I
father?
opened myself to the spiritual world. A life of war
You don't need
hadn't
to explain
prepared me for
yourself,
the
man.
brutality
Shit
of
happens in
zeal
games
within
like
the
this.
knowledge I would soon harness.
What knowledge?
This world is off course, unbalanced, abandoned. We humans are mere
Like, I'm the
tools
respectful
left of
child
numerous
here,
fallen
you know what I mean?
primordials, fighting and scheming to return from the abyss, or devising ways to change all of creation to fit their own design. I tried to find us a protector. Surely primordials remain to shield mankind against these absolute
Val
threats.
is just being a bitch.
If the Daybreakers can conjure the dawn magic, Anathea herself must still be watching over us. But Daybreakers admitted that summoning her magic was all they could do. Her voice, her insights were non-existent. As I felt the growing threats at the gates of mankind, I scoured the world for years trying to contact her. All in vain. At my most desperate, it was not Anathea, but Ahriman who appeared to me. He confirmed what I thought was the undeniable truth. After ravaging the world with their own conflict, primordials abandoned humanity to war, division, and disease. He came to me to correct that failure. He offered peace to the four realms through unity. A way for the Republic to fulfill its vision and gather mankind under a single banner.
Sounds good.
But it came with a price. I needed to surrender my free will so he could guide me. The young man that I was, I agreed and embraced this vision as the only possible path to salvation. I was fooled. His grip grew stronger. Then came more war, more loss, more pain.
Really? Tell me, Father. Was it Araman when you stood aside as Malus arrested me? Was it Araman too when you let her chase me like a dog?
I am not asking you to forgive me. I made choices to protect what I could. I chose to lose you so that your ascended system may survive. If you thought that choice didn't bring me pain, oh, you would be mistaken, daughter. As a free woman, you will have the luxury to fill your heart with hatred because of what I did. But for that to happen, we have to stop our own enslavement. We have to stop Araman.
This isn't over. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
She's like, I'll be keeping an eye on you. Like, holy shit. I don't know. Swap place.
The power flows through me.
So we're level 37 now, guys. Getting there. I'll continue going towards the stab. One more level, in fact, and then we will have it. I actually do want to take the salutary anchor as well, as you know. Like, since we're using resistance chest, doubling the resistances that we gain from the chest is going to be very big. But I don't think I need that, like, till late game. Until then, we can get stuff that are giving me some maximum willpower could be nice as well. Willpower reduction. Stone reduction, casting speed. I wonder, like, how is casting speed for?
Who is the Hellions carrier?
Eos Ganez.
YouTube, this is going to be the part
Ganez.
8. I think I'll see you on 9. Thank you for watching. Sell the items.
He's the one I
Also
took
take a
to
short
when I
break.
first sought